All right, you guys, welcome back. We're going to look at taking the two examples that we did in our previous video and looking at them in Desmos, okay, and how to extract our answers from Desmos. All right, so let's just jump right in. If I want to type in my equation into Desmos, I can, and it's going to give me a picture, and it may not be the picture you're anticipating, okay? But it's just a feature that's available to you on Desmos. All right, so 6 plus, so I'm just going to jump right in. We're just typing it in. All right, go to my keyboard, absolute value, 2x minus 6. Close the absolute value. All right, now you can see some things are happening here on your graph. Just ignore them for a minute. I'm going to come back and address that in a minute and type it in a different way. And then equals 8. Okay, so what has happened here is that Desmos has created a graph, and that graph, those green lines, those are your answers. And what you do is you zoom in on them, okay? You might have to zoom out and zoom in to find them, okay? That's what your plus and your minus is for. And if you look, okay, it's crossing right here where x equals 2. And if I look here, you can see x equals 2. Then if I look here, x equals 4, I'm right there. Okay. Now, this is not a perfect approach, because what if it had been a decimal? Okay, which we're going to look at here in the moment with our next example. Okay. All right. So this was great. Now, the other way you could type it in is you would type in what I would say is the left side and the right hand side. Okay, so this is my left hand side, and when I do that, I'm going to put y equals. So y equals, and I need absolute value. Oh no, I need 6 first, plus absolute value 2x minus 6 absolute value. Okay, all right, and now I'm going to click home. All right. Now, so what I have here, this is the graph of an absolute value. All right. Now I'm going to go into Y2, and now I'm going to type in the right-hand side. Okay. Well, the right-hand side is just an 8. So Y equals 8. Okay. So now, and I'll be honest, this is the one I prefer. Okay. I actually prefer that you solve it this way, because Desmos does something great for you. And right here, if I click and I click, okay, it's telling me where my two graphs, because I've graphed two of them, where they intersect. Okay, because that's really what this is happening, is it's taking this picture, and when is that picture equal to this picture? Well, those pictures are equal to each other where they cross. And if you look right here, look at your x value, because remember it's x comma y. Your x value here is x equals 2. My x value here is x equals 4. Okay, which that is, okay, a much more precise answer. Okay, and that's why I prefer this one, because look what happens here. So in our second example, okay, we've got these fractions here that are in fact decimals in disguise. So let's go here, let's X these out. All right, and now let's go all the way back up to the top. Okay, all right, now on the left hand side of the equal sign, I'm going to type that in. So y equals -2 absolute value 10 plus 5x absolute value minus 8. Okay. All right, you can see our pictures poking out right here at the bottom. Okay. Now I'm going to go here. I'm going to type in the right-hand side. Well, the right-hand side is just 16. That's fine. So y equals, I'm sorry, it was -16. I didn't say that right. Okay, -16. Okay. All right, now I'm going to make my screen bigger because I want you to see this. Okay. So if you just click and drag, Okay, you can now see where your picture, notice it's in red. This is the left-hand side of the equation. Here's the blue. This is the right-hand side of the equation. So here it is. If I zoom out a little bit, okay, there they are, and this is where they cross. Click. So if I click it here and here, okay, so I get negative 2.8, okay, so that, let me do this really quickly here, okay. Oh, let me re-click those so you can see. All right, negative 2.8. All right, that's this one here. And if you don't believe me, you're like, Ms. Barfield, you're not right. Okay, negative 14 divided by 5, negative 2.8. All right, and then negative 6/5. There's your negative 1.2. Negative 6 divided by 5, negative 1.2. Okay. All right, so that is how you can use Desmos to solve your absolute value equations. Now, what I want you to do, okay, is I want you to do this. And then I want you to use Desmos to check your work. Okay, that's really what it should be. It should be you can do it. This is what's called the algebraic approach, and then you use the graphing approach, okay, to check your work. Okay, it also is going to start to give you familiarity with what your graphs look like, because we are going to talk about absolute value equation graphs. And the more that you graph it this way, you're going to see how those graphs change. Okay, and they change and they move around. That's a whole nother topic. Okay, all right, so if you have any additional questions, let me know. You know how to contact me. I will post additional videos, and I'm actually going to record another set of videos to go with your Delta Math assignment. All right, but good luck, you guys.